Welcome to South Asia. This is REddy, your presenter at South Asia. At South Asia Maps, I will bring you the fascinating knowledge about South Asian region, south of Karakoram Mountains, below the Pamir Knot in the north, and north sacred city of Kanyakumari and the Hindu Mahasagar. This is your presenter REddy. Today's fascinating topic of discussion is MuzaffarNagar district in the United Provinces UP, MuzaffarPur district in Bihar, Vihara, MuzaffarNagar district. I had a playlist to cover the districts of India and also our alienated brothers' territories, Pakistan, Bangladesh. I covered the districts, the current districts, the historical districts of the British time, the regions, and so on broadly. So the topic of today's discussion is MuzaffarNagar district of United Provinces, Uttar Pradesh, and MuzaffarPur district of Bihar, northern Bihar, the difference and the before we go into the presentation. And I have a YouTube channel, South Asia Maps REddy, already posted more than 100 plus videos on varied topics, and you are very welcome to go there and look at them and listen and enjoy about our fascinating motherland Bharat, and please also give some comments, and it will be helpful if you can suggest those videos to your friends and colleagues and co-workers. Excuse me for my allergies. Today's the topic of discussion is the similar sounding districts, MuzaffarNagar in Uttar Pradesh, MuzaffarPur district in Uttar Pradesh. To put the things in the proper context, here I have given the map of the United Provinces and parts of Bihar. We have a Delhi districts here, then the British Punjab districts of Karnal, and the Kumaon region here, and the Garhwal region, Nainital, Almora, Garhwal, Tehri Garhwal, Uttar Kasi here, and Lahul and Spiti will be somewhere here. Shaharanpur district, this is the Yamuna river, and MuzaffarNagar district next to Shaharanpur district, this is the Doab region, Ganga, Yamuna, Doab, the interflow between the two rivers. Meerut district, Bulandshahr, Ghaziabad, Aligarh and Agra, so on. The middle Doab region, and for as a landmark in the Bundelkhand region, Jhansi district, Jhansi Lalitpur. In the Sonpar region, this is the Estwell Sonbhadra or Mirzapur district, Purbiya region. The Lucknow city here, Patna city, Lucknow district, Patna district, Delhi district, Rohilkhand plains, Ayodhya region or Awadh region, Purbiya region, Patna. This is the Kosi region or Simanchal. This is Mithilachal region. This is the Tirhat region, Sonpar region, Shahabad district, and Saran region. This is the Sikkim. So you got the overall context what talking about. How this feels overall the subversion of Bharat by Islamic imperialism, Jinnah's demand at partition time for Islamic corridor that goes from West Punjab, Paschim Punjab to Purbi Bengal. Here the Purbi Bengal, East Bengal. Also it will give you a broader context of Islamic imperialism that invaded India, Ghaznabis, Ghoris, Mughals and Duranis. After their overthrow by Marathas, takeover of British imperialism, The leftovers of Islamic imperialism, ideology, malevolent leftovers of Islamic imperialism is called Islamism. It's an ideology. It's a self-righteous ideology, psychology, is a culturally closed attitude that makes the converts, the Islamic converts, unable to coexist peacefully with the parent body, the host body or Hindu Samaj. That was discussed excellently in the very classical ideas, very good book, Hindu Society Under Siege by Sitaram Goelji, The Residues of Islamic Imperialism. If you want to study their books better, you can go to Voice of India think tank, Hindu Awakening, Trimurti, who led the doctrinal ideological foundations of protecting the native culture civilizations, which are under physical ideological attack by Islamic imperialism, Christian imperialism missionaries, and colonial European imperialism. The scholars are Mahayogi Sri Ram Swarupji, India's greatest thinker, and intellectual Kshatriya of modern times, Sitaram Goelji, and Indologist from Belgium, Dr. Coinrod Elst. That is about the Islamic corridor. We are going to discuss about the similar sounding district MuzaffarNagar in UP, MuzaffarPur in. How do we remember? So, this is the Doba region, right? We are in. You know the Shaharanpur district. So, this is the Ambala district. So, when you are coming from Jalalabad, Khyber Pass, and Peshawar, and Potwar Plateau, Rawalpindi, Lahore, and Jalandhar, and Ludhiana, Sarhind, then Ambala, you go into Shaharanpur, cross the Yamuna River. If you remember Shaharanpur, Muzaffarpur should be in the Bihar. Very easy to remember. If you have Shaharanpur, the next adjoining district is Nagar, MuzaffarNagar. Shaharanpur district is in the UP and Muzaffarpur district in Bihar. That's very easy to remember. And there is also Muzaffarabad, and those I have given in the Kashmir region, and in the other presentations you can look in the playlist. So this is the Doba region. We have Shaharanpur district here and Muzaffarnagar, Meerut district, Bulandshahr, Aligarh, and Goel or Aligarh and Kair, and Bulandshahr and Anupshahr, Meerut, Bagpat and Chaprauli, and Muzaffarnagar, Shaharanpur, Deoband. Formerly we used to have the Haridwar and all those areas, Shamli, Roorkee, and all those regions. Then Muzaffarnagar. When you come to Bihar, this region is Bihar. The Ganga river goes here. North of Ganga river is northern Bihar. Northern Bihar or Bihar plains is essentially the region between Gandak river here, Mahananda river here. Mahananda river comes from Sikkim, is a border between Bengal and Simanchal, that is Bihar. Mahananda river that joins Ganga river near a place called English Bazaar or Malda, close to Bangladesh. That is different from Mahanadi, that is in Kalinga or Utkal, Orissa, Sambalpur, Cuttack, those regions. The northern Bihar is between Mahananda river and Gandak river. Gandak river is called Narayani river in Nepal. The region is called Tirhat region and Mithilanchal region. Maithili, consort of Rama or daughter-in-law of Dasharatha, comes from this region. So that region is called Mithila region. Essentially former British Bengal presidency district of Muzaffarpur and Darbhanga, and Tirhat. Tirhat is essentially West Champaran, East Champaran, Betaya or Motihari, Muzaffarpur, we have Sita, Shiohar. Muzaffarpur, Vaishali, Hazipur. Darbhanga, we have Madhubani and Samastipur. South of Ganga, we have Patna district. And Kosi river goes here. East of Kosi is Simanchal region. That is essentially Purnia and Katihar and Shaharsha districts. This was a formal British Bengal presidency. British conquered this region from after Battle of Palasi and Battle of Buxar. Buxar is in the Shahabad region along Ganga. There is a Ara district here, there is a Buxar district here. Across the Buxar you have Balia, Ghaziabad, those regions. This is the Ganga river and Karmanasha river. They conquered the region from here. They established overall Bengal presidency. At that time Bihar, and this region was called, they conquered. Nawab of Oudh used to reign there. He ceded lot of territories, and British also conquered the territories from the Marathas after the Second Anglo-Maratha War in 1804. So they are conquered provinces, ceded provinces. So it is called conquered and ceded provinces territory. Later British constituted, because it's the northwestern region of Bengal, northwestern provinces. He called it northwestern provinces. That is essentially Allahabad and Agra. When Nawab of Awadh misruled, Dalhousie annexed the territory and added it. So it made Lucknow or Awadh province. Later Awadh province, Agra province were combined together. They were called United Provinces of Agra and Awadh. So Agra and Awadh words were dropped, simply called United Provinces. After independence, it is called Uttar Pradesh. So United Province or Uttar Pradesh, thus the region. That consists of Doba region, Rohila country plains, and Awadh plains, and Purbiya plains, Benares and Gorakhpur region. Also consists of Bundelkhand regions, the Jhansi, Hamirpur, Jalon, and Sonbhadra region, Mirzapur. That is about the MuzaffarNagar district. MuzaffarNagar district. Muzaffarpur district, that is in the Bihar region. This is the Champaran region or Tirhat region, and the Gandak river goes here. South of Gandak is Saran, Gopalganj, Saran, Chapra. Those regions, Son river joins here. All these three rivers join south of Muzaffarpur historic district. Historic Muzaffarpur district now consists of Sitamari, Vaishali, Shiohari. This is adjoining to Tarai region of Nepal. You have a Mechi and Kosi districts here, Janakpuri district and Narayane districts. That is the Kathmandu here. And the rail link from the Gorakhpur region and Narkatiyaganj and Muzaffarpur, Samastipur district goes here. Then continues through Kagaria and Beksarai, Naugachi, Katihar. Katihar will be here. From Katihar one line goes to Malda Ingris Bazaar to here, and other line goes to Kishanganj and Alipurdwar to Assam Valley here. That is in brief about why this is very important. There is a continuous Muslim population. We can see that. This is the great Indo-Gangetic plains, Assam Valley here, Peshawar, Potohar and Peshawar region here, Indo-Gangetic plains. Already this Indo-Gangetic plain, the western part, Indus plains were already taken over by the Darul Islam, the Islamic swordsmen of Islam, Saiful Islam during the partition time, and eastern part is also taken by the Darul Islam, the swordsmen of Islam, that is the East Bengal region. there was a continuous Muslim population, round about 20%, starting from Peshawar, Potwar Plateau, and Lahore Doab, Barbari Doab, and Bist Doab Jalandhar, Sutlej River here, and Ambala region. Once you cross Ambala, Jagadri, Yamunanagar, you get into Doab region of Uttar Pradesh. This is the Shaharanpur, this is the MuzaffarNagar, this is the Gandak River, Kosi River. East of Gandak River is Champaran here, and here you see MuzaffarPur district here. Jinnah wanted during 1947 a corridor starting from West Punjab region to East Bengal, because there was a continuously 20% of Muslim population live here. Still, that population didn't go after Pakistan. Only certain districts were given to Pakistan, here and here. The Muslims remained here. So that is called Islamism, the leftovers of Islamic imperialism. They still hold the same belief system and ideology, Darul Harb and Darul Islam, and they are ideologically fortifying themselves in their madrasas and maktabs and scholarship ideological centers. Eventually want to increase their demography. They are doing after partition. So we should be very, very careful. Due to Sikhism and Sikh rulers and lot of Patiala Nabajind, this region, which still has at the time of partition, nearly 25 to 30% of Muslims were asked to leave West Punjab. So around about 300 kilometers from Hussainwala Atari to Yamunanagar Jagadri, there is a practically less Muslim population except in the Gurgaon, Faridabad, Mewati region, where Gandhiji, those people intervened and kept the Muslim. The rest of the area, the Doab region, Rohilkhand region, Awadh region, Purbiya plains, and Tirhat plains, Mithilanchal, Simanchal. Once you cross Simanchal, even there is a district called Kishanganj bordering Dinajpur region of East Pakistan, East Bengal. That is more than 50% of Muslims live here. This is historically very, very important. As a kafir, you should be aware and understand how to deal the problem. Once you are aware of the problem, you can easily figure it out and start reading the works of Mahayogi Sri Ram Swarup. They have given the practical suggestions how to ideologically defend yourself. That is in brief about the historical MuzaffarNagar district, that is in the western Uttar Pradesh, south of Shaharanpur, because Shaharanpur is in the western Uttar Pradesh. Muzaffarpur is in the eastern part of Purbanchal region, that is northern Bihar plain. So one can easily remember here. So essentially we talked about Islamic imperialism operating at that time. The leftovers of Islamic imperialism is an ideology, Islamism, which is a very malevolent. Sitaram Goel ji analyzed it, and unable to coexist with the parent body peacefully, constantly wages the street riots. So in that broader part, we differentiated the MuzaffarNagar district and Muzaffarpur district. If you go to this, you can look at this little more carefully, what we are discussing about. So this is the Darul Islam, that is the land of Mumins, the believers. This is Darul Harb, the Kafirs' land. Islam constantly preaches a continuous gangsterism called holy war jihad on the Kafirs and get their land Darul Harb converted into Darul Islam. From here, Firozpur, Hussainwala, or Amritsar to Atari, here in the Ambala district, Jagadri, Yamunanagar, 300 kilometers, there is a less Muslim population. There is, except to that, there is a large-scale Muslim population continuously. This is Shaharanpur, this is the MuzaffarNagar, you have the Meerut and Bagpat area, Bulandshahr, Aligarh and Kair and Mathura, and we have Rohilakand region, that is the Bijnor and Muradabad, Bareilly, and Rampur Princely State and Bedown, and this is the historic Awadh region, that is the Kerib and Hardoi regions, and Faizabad region. Here Purbiya, Gorakhpur and Benares, continuous. And in case of Rohilakand, ruled by the Rohilla Musalmans, and which has annexed the land during the time of Warren Hastings, there is more than a quarter Muslim population, 30-40% in certain districts, areas or blocks, and continuous Muslim population flows here. This is the Gandak River here, Champaran, Motihari Betaya, and Muzaffarpur here, and Darbhanga region, Shaharshah and Purnia and Katihar, Dinajpur, and complete Darul Islam, East Bengal here. And interestingly, there is a Kathmandu here, there is a Birganj, the border town Birganj, Kathmandu, that the main railway line goes from Patna to Muzaffarpur and Raxaul and to Birganj and Hetwada and Kathmandu Valley here. The historic Treaty of Segauli after the Anglo-Nepalese War or Anglo-Gurkha War round about 1815 was signed in this region close to this district. Even though the town itself, Segauli, Treaty of Sugauli or Segauli, is in the Champaran region, actually close to Motihari. And the last, the railway terminal of India is in the Ragzaul region of this part. And you can see that beautiful map here, and I will show. And yeah, these are the Indo-Gangetic plains we are talking about. This Indus plains and Punjab plains and Sindh region are already under the Islamic imperialism, the eastern part. This is the corridor Jinnah wanted, and starting from the Muzaffarpur here and MuzaffarNagar here, and yeah, this is the region we are talking about, the Patna region, and we have Kathmandu here, and Birganj is the town in Nepal, and close to the Birganj we have Raxul Bajar, and Treaty of Sugauli or Segauli is signed here, that is the terminating or the establishing the peace and amity between the British East India Company Bahadur and Gurkha Kingdom of Nepal. This is the Gandak River, this is the Tirhat or Champaran region. The Gandak River, you see the Vaisali, Hazipur, Muzaffarpur, all those areas, Sitamari. This is the Janakpur region of Nepalese kingdom, and this is the Narayani, and Kathmandu region comes under Bagmati district of Nepal. That is the in brief about the first. Yeah, you can see I have put this is the Mechi district, Kosi district, and Sagarmatha district, Janakpuri district. South we saw the Muzaffarpur and Darbhanga regions. This is the Janakpur region, Narayani, Bagmati, Kathmandu Valley will be here, because this is the Mechi. There is a Mechi river, that is a tributary of Mahananda river, that is a tributary of Ganga river. This is a Sikkim will be here, and Darjeeling will be here, Darjeeling, then Sikkim will be here, Chumbi Valley, then we will get the Assam Valley or Brahmaputra Valley, and because this is the Mahakali, you will get the Kumon region, that is the Almora, Pitogar, Nainital districts here, and this is the Pilibhit district, Uttar Pradesh, and we will have Barech district here, and then Sitapur region here, and then you have Balrampur and Gonda, Gorakhpur regions, and you get the Saran regions and Champaran, Tirhat regions bordering the Nepal. That is in brief about the fascinating Muzaffarpur, MuzaffarNagar district of United Provinces and Bihar. Today we covered. This is your presenter REddy at South Asia Maps, and I appreciate you joining me today, and you can go to South Asia Maps YouTube channel and look similar contents more and about the ancient civilization Bharat. Thank you very much. See you later.